Baseball is America's favorite pastime, but anything boys can do, girls can do better, and softball is a great example of that. Softball is a very underrated sport. Most fans are either players, former players, coaches, or parents. I feel that if the sport could reach a larger audience, then people would find that they really enjoy it and it would get more of the recognition that it deserves. The fundamentals of softball don't differ much from baseball, but there are a few differences that I believe make it a whole new ballgame. I played softball since I was 4 years old, both competitively and for personal enjoyment. I know the game, and I even plan on coaching a little bit in the future. I'm going to be informing you on the origin, softball in the Olympics, and the early recruitment of college athletes. Although it is a variation of baseball, it is not derived from baseball. Softball actually came about because of a football game on Thanksgiving in 1887. After a big win, some fans were celebrating, and one person threw a boxing glove and another hit it with the end of a broomstick. They had started a fun little game, but had no idea that this would become an actual sport that thousands of people would enjoy and play in the future. The sport has been called many different names throughout history, but it officially started being called softball in 1926. Although it has been a sport for many years, it didn't get introduced into the Olympics for a very long time. Softball was put in the Olympics in 1996. From the beginning, Team USA had a strong presence in the sport and even had a 22-game win streak at one point that only ended during the gold medal game against Japan in 2008. This also happened to be the last Olympics that softball has been included in as of today, but the decision has been made that it will be reinstated in the 2020 Olympics in Tokyo. Young players will be excited to know this, but even if they have dreams of playing in college and maybe even the Olympics, they won't be able to know if they can make it happen for sure until they are old enough to talk to college coaches. There has been a lot of speculation around the topic of early recruitment of college athletes. There have been cases where coaches are suspended and even fired for recruiting athletes at too young of an age. The NCAA rules state that college coaches cannot contact athletes until September 1st of their junior year of high school. Some people wanted this age to be lowered, but after a long debate, it was decided that the rule would stay the same and athletes will not be contacted by NCAA coaches until their junior year. Softball has been around for a long time, but it took a long while for it to be recognized as a sport, enough for it to get into the Olympics. And the early recruitment of athletes has brought some speculation on the integrity of the sport. Many people think baseball for girls when they hear the word softball, but there are many things that make softball an entirely different game from baseball. I hope that these topics informed you more about the sport of softball and that you even might want to continue to learn about it. Thank you.